Tapos babain ko lang. Tama. Sige, GG. GG yan.
Ilan taon ka na, Jay?
24. Kobe.
Batang ba? Kobe! What's up, fam? Welcome to Behind the Cut. This is a Tasa Barbershop podcast series powered by Agape Studios. And nandito tayo ngayon sa Tasa Barbershop Lilac Branch. And what a privilege na meron tayong special guest this afternoon. In this episode, walang iba. The first Pinoy KBL player lang naman, SJ Bilangel.
SJ top of the key. Belangel, another three, another make.
We have to get the ball inbound. They get it inbound. Belangel pump fakes, puts it up. Oh baby! Oh baby! He got it! Belangel! We're going to FIBA Asian Cup!
하고 있는 가스공사인데 자 벨랑겔이 해결하겠죠?
벨랑겔 들어갔어요! 득점 엔드원!
자 23득점에
What's up, guys? First of all, I just want to say thank you for having me this afternoon. At the same time, it's a privilege. Since day one ako nagpapagupit dito.
Bro.
And since Ateneo days, memories talaga yan.
Solid. FYI guys, talagang si SJ isa sa mga unang tumulong sa brand para alam mo yun. Always appreciate you, bro, for coming. Salamat,
No problem.
salamat. Musta ka? I'd like to start with welcome back ha. Naka-adjust ka na sa init.
Mainit, pero at the same time, nakamiss din yung init kasi malamig dun sa Korea eh.
Oo.
So, masaya naman being with my family, being with my girlfriend. At the same time, andito na ako sa comfort zone ko, kumbaga. So, it's nice seeing people that I know.
Yes.
Siyempre, minsan lang ako makikita sa Korea ng basketball court outside of the city. Siyempre, sa atin dito, every time sa streets, may makikita ang basketball court eh. So, nakakamiss din.
Parang wala ngang ba? Ano bang national sport ng Korea, bro?
First, basketball siguro is third or fourth sa sport sa Korea. At the same time, number one dun is baseball and football.
Baseball
So,
and football.
Ganun sila sa baseball and football. Super crazy sila dun.
Pero how's the fan base ng basketball in terms of KBL?
Okay naman. It's growing. It's growing talaga.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of reports na dumadami na talaga na nanonood ng basketball doon. At the same time, yung fans doon is very respectful.
Respectful in what? Kumbaga, may bashers ba doon? Or if may bashers man, very tame sila? Parang ganun, no?
May mga bashers din. Siyempre, they're protecting their team and they're cheering for their team. So, at the same time, hindi maiwasan yung bashers. Pero, on-court lang yun. Pero at the same time, outside the court, wala namang problema.
Paano ba ito nagsimula, itong basketball? Can you tell me the story kung paano ka nagsimula as a kid?
I started playing at the age of 9 years old. Basically, in the small private school in Bacolod City. So, my dad used to be a basketball player since...
Shout out, Coach.
Coach Sam since...
Coach Sam.
Bata pa siya. And at the same time, my family is a basketball-oriented family. So, my uncle...
Solid.
And my lolo... So, basketball talaga since then.
Everyone played professionally or?
Hindi. So, parang sa schools lang, private. My dad sana will play for PBA, but he chose family instead of PBA.
Solid.
So,
Nice.
hindi man umabot sa pro, but at the same time, he's a solid basketball player. And until right now, he's still playing. So
naman. Kita eh.
back to my story.
9 years old.
Yung small private school na yun, walang basketball team. So, syempre, gusto ko lang naman mag-aral. At the same time, si daddy is starting to be a coach. So, nag-try siya magawa ng basketball team.
Okay.
Sa school na yon. At the same time na, nagko-coach na rin siya kasi sa college eh. Pero hindi pa siya sa mga mababata. Luckily, pumayag yung principal para din daw yung mga students makapag-physical and syempre, di ba, makapag...
represent.
Yep, represent and makapag-exercise. So, doon na nagsimula lang yung lahat.
Solid.
At the same time, yung practice nandun namin every weekend because we focus more on studies.
Yeah.
So,
pero at 9 years old, you're playing organized basketball or papawis?
Organized basketball na.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Si
Yes,
Papa
sir.
kasi yung coach.
Oo, correct.
So, doon na nagsimula lahat. So, doon na nagsimula yung basketball career ko.
Solid.
Basically.
So how did Ateneo scouted you? I mean, on ilang taong ka nun?
Siguro mga, 16 siguro? 13,
Damn,
9, 10, 11. Mga 16 siguro, 16 years old, yeah.
Solid.
So I remember kasi grade 8 ako na-recruit ng Ateneo, grade 9 ako lumipat. So, nung grade 8 ako, naglalaro ako sa Bacolod Taitong High School noon. Coach Joe Silva, shout out to you, Coach.
Shout out,
Pumunta
Coach.
sa Bacolod, tapos nanood ng laro ko. So, after that, nag-usap kami.
You're playing what position?
Point guard.
Point guard.
Point guard na talaga.
Okay.
So, doon na nagsimula. After that usap, so my family and I started to talk for my future. Then, lumipat na ako ng Ateneo nung grade 9.
Pero ang Belanghel family is based talaga sa Bacolod. Wala
Yes.
kayong house dito sa Manila or
So,
solid.
yan yung mga isang...
So that's because ikaw ang naging reason why everyone transferred in Manila.
Yeah.
Oh, solid. Okay. So, Ateneo Eaglets.
Ateneo Blue Eagle, yeah.
Oo.
So, basically, nung first year college ako, I'm the third stringer because there's Matt Nieto and Tyler Tio. So, I'm the third stringer coming off the bench, coming from my high school stint in Ateneo na nag-champion kami. So, ayun, third stringer at the same time, it doesn't feel like na third stringer ako in the team. So,
Agree.
yun naman talaga yung purpose na Coach Tab lagi na sinabi sa amin na always be red. So, ayun. Third stringer ka man, pero it feels like you're still in the first five.
Yeah. Kailan nga yung zero loss kayo?
My
Sobrang-
second year. My second year, dahil sa pandemic, di ba?
Oo.
On my second year, yeah. 16-0. 16-0.
16-0.
And they have done it, ladies and gentlemen. The dynasty is cemented. There is no question about it. The only team in the Final Four era to win at least 3 consecutive championships in a row. That title belongs only to the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles, champions once again of the men's basketball tournament of the UAAP.
Paano naman ang Gilas doon? I mean, during your Ateneo days pa lang, I think you're scouted na
Yeah.
sa Gilas no? And at the middle of pandemic yun, tama?
Oo, pandemic. Naalala ko yung that time na I was just parang naghihintay lang ako sa opportunity na matawag dahil nabigay na kasi yung list kung saan
Oo.
sino papasok and sino maglalaro. So, naalala ko na nasa nasa kwarto tapos nag-tweet ako na soon na magiging kasama ako sa Gilas lineup. And luckily enough and thanks to God na nasali ako. So, grabe talaga yung preparation ko that time kasi I played for under 16 before and sobrang sarap sa feeling na mag-represent ng
Solid,
country.
bro.
So, grabe
And-
talaga preparation ko nun.
And alam naman ng lahat kung ano yung ginawa mo that time, di ba? So, I like to talk about that shot. I mean, the dagger 3, the most famous angel shot, bro. I mean, can you walk me through that play? Was it designed talaga for you? Or si Dwight inbounding? What's the story behind?
So, sa time na yun na nakashoot yung Korea, I remember the 3-point shot na na-miss ni Ange Kwame. So, nung nakatira si Ange, parang it brings back memories nung time natin na kalaban natin yung Korea na natalo tayo dahil din sa, I remember, free throw din ata. Natalo tayo. So, parang it brings flashback. Pero at the same time, I'll give credits to Coach Tab and the coaching staff na they gave us composure na wag mag-panic kasi we have the last
Composure,
possession of the ball game.
Oo.
So Coach Sab drew the play, and the play is for, I remember it's for Carl Tamayo
Solid.
to be sa baba siya.
Okay.
He was getting the ball off a screen of Ange in the middle, and it's gonna curl and doon na siya titira.
Okay.
So nagkamali ata si Ange ng timing doon. So
Okay.
nalito si Ange dahil sa pressure na siguro. So parang natulala siya. Nag-split second po siya which ruined the play. So wala na nangyayari, and I saw Dwight na parang nagpapanik. Hindi naman nagpapanik, pero yung play ko talaga is pupunta lang ako dun sa corner para to space out. So luckily enough na nakita ko ni Dwight kasi walang tao nalito din yung depensa. So doon na nangyari. So I grabbed the opportunity, then yun. Nagawa na yun, nangyari na yun.
Grabe,
So,
grabe.
history.
Belangel pumping. Did he step out of bounds? I don't think so. Did he get it off in time? Oh, baby, he did, I think. He got it off. Salamat Belangel.
You made us proud, Papi. That moment. Talaga yung chat, yung group chat ko ng mga basketball, talaga, damn, bro! Sobrang proud
Sayang.
moment yung for the Philippines, and thank you for giving that to us, bro. Salamat. Alam mo, masingit ko lang, no? Kasi during that Gilas play, mas napansin pa yung buhok mo kaysa dun sa
Yun nga din
dun sa play. And tawa ako ng tawa kasi like parang si Mikey inaasar ka na Lego. Tapos pero parang he was hyping the shot. Parang sabi ko, that time medyo mahigpit ang protocols ba? Or
Sobra.
Oh.
Kasi yung time na yan, dahil sa kwento to sa buhok ko.
Oo.
So, at that time, nagpagupit ako nun So, I decided to have a buzz cut. Which is my favorite cut back then kasi nung college ako, sobrang init.
Sobra.
So, hindi naman natin in-expect na magkakaroon ng
pandemic.
Tapos nun, kakagaling ko lang pala nun nung nagpakulot ako nun. Because it's our champion, 16-0, I remember. And I made a bet to Adrian Wong na if mag-champion kami, gagayahin ko yung buhok niya. So nagpakulot ako. Then
Really?
after nun, syempre sobrang init na, nagpa-buzz cut ako. Said, pandemic happened. So, ito na yung kwento. So, nasa gilas na ako nun. So, at that time, napapunta kami, so may mga swab. Pag swab nun, wala akong any illness, wala akong It turns out na nag-positive ako.
What?
Sa first part ng tryouts. So, parang super down talaga ako nun kasi sayang yung pinaghirapan ko, nag-ready ako para sa situation na yon.
What will happen ba pag positive? No play talaga.
Wala. So, we
trip.
tried 3 days, baka false positive lang. So, wala. Positive talaga. Wala akong symptoms or anything. So,
trip.
pinauwi ako.
Okay.
So, luckily enough na nung second part of tryout, binigyan pa rin ako chance na isa pa. Kasi dahil lang sa dahil nag-positive ako, hindi ako naka-tryout. So, second part of tryout, doon na. So, nag-negative na ako, nakapasok na ako. Siyempre, mahaba na yung buhok ko nun. Pangit na. So, after no second tryout, may break. Nalala ko yun, may break So, pagka-break na yun, sabi ko, risk ko ba na lalabas ako for a haircut? Or not? So, sabi ko...
Nasaan ka niyan? Nasa bubble?
Nasa bahay na. So, iniisip ko na baka mag-positive ulit ako, nakatakot. So, wag na kaya ako magpagupit. Lang naman yun buhok lang naman Importante naman, you're representing the country. So, sabi ko, bahala na. Ayun, yun na nangyari. So,
Talagang
hindi na ako
ingat ka
nagpagupit.
pala talaga noon.
Super ingat. Wala nang paki sa ano man mukha ko, anything, ano man makikita nila. So, ayun, yun yung kwento ng buhok ko. At the same time, hanggang ngayon, yung mga Koreans, inaalala nila yung buhok ko
Talaga? Because of that play?
Yeah.
Talaga.
Because of that play and because of my hair. Sabi nila, f***ing hair daw. You have a f***ing hair. natatawa sila.
And bro,
Natatawa din ako.
We are always grateful sa Tasa because after that, we caught that
Yeah.
hair. Nakita pa namin, we had a picture of that hair. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll flash it here. So, thank you for always,
No problem.
kami ang go-to mo.
Nalala ko yung sabi ni AB na pagka-shoot ko ng game winner, after that, na bilisan ko daw, parang kailangan daw ata na libre na yung next gupit na SJ sa Tasa. Ganun yung sabi niya.
Solid,
Nalala ko,
man.
get this man a haircut
Kasi
na.
bro, promise naging headline siya. I mean, game winner plus the haircut.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, by the way. You just resigned sa Kogas, bro. Yeah.
Thank you.
Another 2 years,
2
bro.
years, 2 years.
Nice one. Can you tell us the story then how Kogas scouted you? Or I mean, how KBL started you? Is it okay to ask if that play meant, or I mean, the game-winning shot influenced the scouting?
Yep. So basically, that's my parang turning point ko yun sa career ko eh. Doon talaga nakilala kung sino ako
Of course.
during that game winner. So against Korea pa. So at that time, I feel na doon na nakilala yung Philippine basketball nung natalo namin yung Korea 2 times.
Solid.
So it's not just me who's sina-scout nila, but other players as well. So after that stint namin sa Gilas, during my college year, after that, may mga nag-offer na. So doon na nagsimula. Then after I graduated, doon ko na kinuha yung opportunity na why not try go overseas na
Let's go.
other countries. So which is Korea. Kasi I already graduated and I promised myself na after I graduate, I'll try going pro na. So, doon na nagsimula na nirecruit ako ng Digo Kogas Pegasus.
Let's go. Pero ang program talaga ng KBL, they prioritize local or...
Nung first year ko kasi, parang trinatry pa nila adjust kapag anong mangyayari. Kasi it's their first time as well having an Asian import. So, parang yung treat nila sa amin is same as everyone, parang local lang din. So wala nakakangat, wala nakakababa. So ayun, they treat us equal.
How different ang playing field locally versus I know you're coming from college, no? Pero now as a pro, ramdam ba yung alam mo yon?
Yep.
Yung pagiging playing internationally on that level of
First of all, kailangan talaga strong yung mental. You're mentally strong because it's not your playing field.
Yeah.
So you used to be in college na binibigay na sa'yo lahat, nandito yung program, nandito na yung everything. You just have to follow what the coaches is telling you. You have the time in college as well, but niisip mo pa rin na may studies ka pa rin na naghihintay. But turning pro in Korea is really hard because you're away with your family, your teammates,
Number
and your
one
loved
yun,
ones.
oo.
So, sobrang
Homesick.
hirap. Hindi maiwasan yung homesick, hindi maiwasan yung hirap and adjustments. So, you just have to be mentally strong and iniisip mo lang na it's for your future.
Anong na-feel pala ng buong family mo nung you got drafted sa KBL?
KBL. They're so happy kasi syempre it's a dream of ours as a family na to try playing in other countries. So nung nakuha ko yun, sobrang saya namin. Even though na in KBL, dami nagsasabi na sobrang baba yung budget na nabigay sa akin. So, pero for us, coming from, syempre, hindi naman kami anak mayaman. We came from nothing. Malaki na yun para sa amin. And playing in Korea helps us a lot. Especially my family and me.
And bro, we're Filipinos, we're so proud of you. Alam mo yun, first ever, di ba?
Yeah.
Anong nickname mo doon? They call you Angel?
Angel. My
Let's
second
go.
year, they call me Angel. Yeah.
Let's go.
Hindi Angel Baby kasi kay Ildefonso yung Angel Baby. Angel lang.
Okay lang ba if ever, like, just a brief lang, how's your lifestyle in Korea? I mean, on and off, maybe a little off the court, or on, how do you prepare for a game?
Okay. So siguro off the court lang naman. Basically, I just do relaxing stuff, coffee. Because Korea likes coffee.
Bro,
Grabe
iba
talaga.
nga ang coffee sa Korea.
Yep, grabe. So, to be honest with you guys, I started drinking coffee sa Korea na. And doon ko natutunan yung purpose ng coffee and mag-drink ng coffee as well, yung perfect intake. So, pre-game, if I'm so tired and kailangan ko ng boost, I drink coffee. So, on my relaxing time, I drink coffee as well. And
So marunong ka na mag-distinguish a bad coffee versus good coffee?
Hindi pa. Kasi this year pa lang din ako parang nagsimula talaga na, sige, focus muna tayo dito. Try naman. So, ayun, off the court, just relaxing kasi super busy yung schedule sa Korea and sa tournament. Wala kang time na mag-relax. So, kapag may off day talaga kami, we tend to like go sauna.
Sarap.
Sa kanila naman, sometimes drink kasi it's a normal thing for
Culture
them to
ba?
drink. Yeah.
Korean culture.
Parang tubig nila sa kanila yung inom doon.
Talaga. Solid.
Yun yung mga ginagawa namin.
Pero nagmi-meet kayo ng mga fellow Filipino players?
Yes.
Right?
So, kaso kasi yung friend ko doon na nasa Daegu, andito na ngayon sa, nasa Philippines na. He tried parang movie films here. So, nakuha siya. So, andito na siya ngayon. Pero, nung nasa Korea kami, we tend to go out. So, nakakataba ng puso na yung mga...
At least bawas homesick no? Bawas
Tsaka yung doon, yung Filipino food Filipino restaurant na andun, nakakabawas din ng homesick. Pero sad enough na nung pagkabalik ko last year, nag-close na sila dahil the owner needs to migrate kasi nagkasal na sila.
Speaking of pastime, you are now a pro player in 2K, bro? Yes, sir. So, ano yun? You're doing it on your pastime and you're streaming, ha? Guys, pwede mo, i-plug natin yung, are you doing it on Twitch? Or?
Pwede rin naman. So, siguro just follow me on TikTok because I usually live on TikTok. YouTube, usually SJ Balangel lang talaga. My username, SJ Balangel. So, that's it, guys. So, if you want to watch more or like support me, let's
2K.
just have fun. Yeah, in 2K.
Yes,
and learn
sir.
more about 2K, guys, because 2K in Asia is not that big yet, but in Asia, basketball is a big sport sa atin. So, might as well learn about more in 2K. Just go ask me on TikTok every time I go live. So, maganda, guys. Nakakawala ng stress, actually. So, ayun.
There you have it. So, maybe last question ko lang, bro, before we wrap it up. Ano bang advice mo or maybe share a life lesson you can share with the viewers?
Yeah.
Especially those who are aspiring to be like you,
Yeah.
to be, aspire to be a pro basketball player, bro. Ano bang pwede nating
Siguro for me, major thing na natutunan ko is take risk. Life is all about taking risk. Kasi you never know what's in the future. Hindi talaga natin alam. So, if you take risk, walang mawawala sa'yo. If may nangyari na masama, you can still bounce back. Yun naman yun eh. It's all about taking opportunities and making risk. So, for me, I took the risk of playing in the KBL without knowing what's ahead of me. And, syempre, dun din sa Ateneo, nung nirecruit ako nila, I left behind everything, my friends, my culture, syempre, Bacolod. So, hindi ko alam ano mangyayari. So, always take that risk na to take that opportunity na to play or like to study or everything you do. And don't give up. Importante yan na always do your thing because kilala mo yung sarili mo. And studies. Importante talaga yung
Studies,
Because basketball can take you somewhere, but yung utak natin, guys, is very important. It can bring you everywhere. Basketball, kapag na-injury ka, is dun na eh. Yun na yun eh. So what's your parang backfall ba?
Oh.
Every time na nagba-basketball ka. So I have this, I graduated in Ateneo and I'm proud that I'm a graduate. So, ayun.
There you have it, guys. Take risk, don't give up, syempre. Bro, sobrang salamat. We're always grateful for you. Salamat nakadalaw ka dito on your
Walang
very
problema.
short time here in the Philippines. We always wish you well, bro.
Thank you.
Stay healthy. Always grateful, bro. Salamat. Thank you. SJ Belangel.
Walang problema. Siyempre, since day one.